obsessed with his collections.
Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be a bit of a Hammer special. I've got a few things to talk about on here. I've got some great things to show you. But first of all, I just want to mention on my last video about the four-sided triangle, I was talking about on the new Hammer ident. There was some movies we were talking about on there, or they showed pictures of. And there was one that I forgot to talk about, and they did mention, as they did show a picture of this one, 1,000,000 years BC. So I just wanted to put this out there to say this could be a possible one that is coming out by Hammer. And I forgot to mention it on that video. And also last night, as a complete fluke, my good friend Keith from Euphoria Pictures, a link to his video down below. He put out a video he'd received some gifts from Alan Meggs concerning his favourite Hammer films, and he's passed them on to Keith. And also Keith has a Captain Kronos Hammer unboxing video coming up as well. So I urge you to get across to him if you haven't already. And it's really interesting. I've known Keith for a long time, and this is the first time he has gotten into Hammer films. And it's a great video. I urge you to check it out down below. So the video today features my good friend John Hall. He came over last year and he brought over a stack of stuff. And one of the things he brought over was some magazines from his good friend Jack. He'd passed them on to me, and I can't thank Jack enough for sending them across to me. These are absolutely brilliant, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. And if you remember in the Captain Kronos set, it did have this facsimile of the Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter book from the Hammer House of Horror magazines in the 70s. And this is absolutely amazing thing to have. The smell of it is absolutely incredible, as you know, with these. So that was featured in the book. And I thought, when I looked through the things, I was going to talk about this anyway, but when I looked through the pile of magazines, I thought, I wonder. And lo and behold, here you go. I was so glad that this was part of the massive amount of books and magazines that Jack sent over via John to me. I can't thank you enough, Jack. Honestly, it was brilliant. So what I'll do on this video is I'll play the video of me and John when John gave me this stuff, and you'll see my honest reaction to when I received it. And also, as a quick mention as well, I want to mention my good friend Stephen Turnbull. He also previously passed this issue of the House of Hammer across to me. So thanks once again, Stephen. We have to meet up really soon. Also on the four-sided triangle video, I got a great comment from Ralph Pattison. Now, the comments made me think about this video. I'd said to Ralph, I said, could I use this comment as the basis for this video? And he says, yeah, by all means. So I want to thank you once again, Ralph. I'll put the comment up and I'm sure you'll agree with what Ralph has to say. So Ralph said, hi, John, nice video. I agree with 3 of your possible future upgrades. To keep issues similar to Kronos release, I think they might use some of the other 17 films that are comic adaptations in the House of Horror magazine. And when I heard that comment, I thought, that is a really good point. I know that I took my guesses from the ident, and I thought, going back to this, maybe it is. I mean, when you think about it, there's some evidence here. This is a facsimile of that very comic that was in that set. Now, I haven't got all of the set, and I do know that Ralph does have all of the set, so maybe on a different video, I can get together with Ralph and we can talk a little bit more about the other ones that are there. I'm not too sure what the other ones are. I just know the ones I've got here. So what I'll do is at the end of this video, after we've had the video from John passing the stuff across, I will go through these and I'll do an overhead shot and you can have a look through these with me. I've got to say that these comics, or magazines should I say, were some of the best things I ever saw in the 70s and 80s. And for me, my favourite ever magazine that I used to look through is one of these. And I will talk about it when I meet up with John. So anyway, on with that video. And at the end of it, it's going to be a long one. I'm going to show you an overhead shot of what is exactly in these comics. So thanks once again to Jack, Stephen, Keith, and take it away, John Hall.
Term 3, Spot McCoy, brilliant.
Look at that. Our artwork on these things is kind of forgotten about.
Yeah.
I forgotten about Stephen Turnbull, didn't I?
The last time, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's right. And the last time I saw any issues of this particular magazine must have been about the mid to late 80s, back in the Sunday market on the Quayside.
Oh yeah,
I remember there was like an
I
indoor
remember
market.
that one.
Yeah, there was like an indoor
It's still
market.
going,
Is it?
but it's not like this
Not,
anymore.
yeah, sadly.
So I'll show you these covers, but I will talk about these in detail because I'm
Please,
just looking
yeah,
at these and I'm
please.
just
Yeah.
thinking,
I remember that cover.
look, But I mean, things like Vampire Circus, which was quite, you
Mm.
know, over the top. And even that one, you just think it's just a kid. It was a kiddies comic to a certain extent, wasn't
Yeah.
it? You would say, definitely. You can go in the shop and buy these, couldn't you? Like, nobody'd say anything to you.
Well, I think in America they had like famous monsters of Filmland, but over here we had
Yeah.
magazines like that. I mean, as you can see, these are pretty
I think they're
pretty
good.
solid
Considering,
condition.
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
that one. These are things I'm not. You'd think you could just take it off and put in the wall.
Mm.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It would be sacrilegious, but
It's the sort of thing you do when you're a kid, when you're older. You think, what was that? What was that? What was I doing
that's
then?
that's the thing. I'm surprised he's in good condition because if I was of a certain age, I would literally have.
Yeah,
I love that picture. Peter Cushing.
yeah. Van
That
Helsing
looks
and
so
all his
real,
glory.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's. Let's face it. I think when you tend to think of Van Helsing, you do tend to think of Cushing. I mean, yeah, plenty of other actors have played him, but I think it's Cushing who we tend to come back to. Captain Kronos wasn't it? Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still haven't got that one. Revenge of Frankenstein.
Mhm. But like I said, the main thing is, yeah, as long as if you don't want them, fair enough. As long as they go to somebody else or to a charity shop, that's the main thing.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. I would never do that, even if I got them and they were completely nothing I would like.
Yeah.
The chances of me throwing anything like this,
I am very
what
glad.
it
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
they would never go in the bin at all. But these, I tell you what, I'm going to be going on to get some bags.
Yeah.
You know, the bags and card. I'm going to bag and card them
Good lad.
for
Yeah.
posterity, and also for when I get them out, and I can just say
Mhm.
because they're going to be in when we're talking about putting things into cases or bags to keep them in the most pristine
Condition.
condition you can when you get some,
Yeah.
whether it be from new
Yeah.
or second hand.
But I must admit, what's that? The new Gamis, Kon Ichikawa Films is obviously Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
ever seen that.
I haven't heard of it at all. But I must admit, when I was going through the bags, I mean, nearly killed me carrying these bags from home, and Alex gave us more. I really felt my age. But when I was going through the bags on the Friday afternoon, I was quite taken aback by this material.
These are such good reads. I remember, I think I had the one with Seven Golden Vampires.
Oh yeah,
I think I read it that much. It didn't drop the bits, but I can't find it anymore, so it may have just
Yeah.
disappeared into the ether. Absolutely brilliant. That one.
Again, you obviously know more about it than I do.
That was one of my favorite comics of all time. That
Well,
one there.
I'm only glad Alex could accommodate you and provide you with a copy. Like I say, it was basically a case of if I don't want them, offer them to you because
Well,
he watches the videos and he knows you like Hammer stuff.
that was in a horror book that I had,
It was, yeah.
and I used to put the fear God into me. I
Mhm.
just didn't like the fact that someone was burnt to a crisp on the
That was
ground.
Boris Karloff, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Boris Karloff. Yeah,
I don't know what the film is of.
Sorcerers with Catherine Lacey and Ian Ogilvy. I think you get the Blu-ray. I think you get it on Blu-ray.
Okay.
I
I don't
think
think I've ever seen it. Actually, I just remember
yeah.
that picture. This is such. We talk about nostalgia all the time when we're talking about these things, but this
Mm.
is just nostalgia to the max. Now, this one here, this is because I knew I'd said to you when I got that out. I said, "Oh, I've seen that before." Well,
Mm.
no wonder because it's one of my favorite comics or magazines or whatever of the time. This one here, the Halls of Horror, which is an all comics winter special, which I think is basically a kind of best of.
It certainly
With
sounds that way.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Alex did say, he says,
oh,
these could potentially be worth.
and
Mm.
the reason why I like it so much is because had a reprint of the Seven Golden Vampires.
Well, you've got it again, haven't you?
I have,
There we go.
and out of all of these, that is my favorite sort of when I put it over to this. It's not a novelization, but it's kind of
Mhm.
a comicization. Is that a thing?
Well, but like I say, I mean, Alex suspects it could be worth a few, it could be worth something online. But again, if you want to keep them by
Just
with
look at
me,
that
it's up to you.
artwork, man.
Mm.
Brilliant, man. I could honestly tell you what this is off by heart. Now, the thing I did talk about in the video before is these things here, when you have somebody, this vampire
Yeah.
pushing this dagger through somebody.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely amazing on this this artwork here.
Yeah.
I saw this before I saw the movie. So when I saw the movie, even though I love the movie, it wasn't that good because it's kind of ropey effects and not really. You can pull it off on it. It's a brilliant one. That bloke gets his up there.
Yeah, that's a good one. That
Yeah,
yeah, it is
he
good.
gets his
Isn't it?
arm chopped off from his body, but it's nowhere near as good as that in the
No,
movie.
no.
But it's come out again, hasn't it? Blu-ray, I've got them.
Yeah, again, I would stick with the US Blu-ray. It's got more extras. It's got both cuts of the film. The UK version isn't.
It's hard to get though, the US one, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Unless it must be out to print, I assume.
This is, but it's got the full comic one. It's not just like a best of the comic. It's got the actual
Yeah.
full episode. That's
I mean, I've got to be honest. I did catch the Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires a few months ago on Total Pictures TV, and I love Shaw Brothers stuff, but I wasn't impressed. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I have to be honest.
now. I'm just
Excuse
looking
me.
at this, and I told you this is a kiddies thing.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to show this, but look at that there.
Well, I can see that all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's quite adult
Yeah.
considering,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Yeah. It would cause considerable titillation. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, the dragon. No, this is brilliant. These things here, they will definitely not go in the bin.
mhm.
So,
Like I say, I just
Curse
want.
of Cormac.
Like I say, that was all it was. I just wanted to read by Alex. He was gracious enough to give me
Yeah,
to offer me this stuff. And like I say, as long as it goes some good home, that's my job done.
well,
Okay.
it's got the Quatermass as well. The Quatermass experiment. It's got the comicization. I'm going to use that term because I haven't got a clue what you would call it.
Comic adaptation, I would think.
Yes, that sounds a lot better, doesn't it? For that one. Yeah. What do you think, John? You impressed?
Um, I'm just if you're happy and I'm happy, that's fine. You know.
Happy. That's not the half of it, but
Well, that's what I mean. Like I
amazing.
say,
Look at them.
I've got
But
two
I'm going
more.
to be carding them up and bagging them up because
By all means, yeah,
it's
that's
what
what you
you've got to
want.
do with these because really I consider it without sounding too pretentious. You consider when you get something of a bygone age and another time that somebody's kept it in great condition for all this time and it's passed it on to somebody else to be like a gatekeeper, for want of a better word.
Yeah,
The least I can do is keep them in this thing,
mhm.
maybe for the next person down the line, who knows,
Certainly.
inheritance to whoever.
Well, like I say-
Obsessed with his collections. John Perry. day. Whitley nights, hill sway, movie stacked, vinyl neat, Kraftwerk beats on repeat. Shelves heavy, filled with dreams, synths and scenes. It gleams in the dark. He's alive. Frequencies, they thrive. Electric minds, spinning time. Neon glow in the night, feels right. He'll show you sound, turn it around. Lost in the groove of his life. John Perry in the dark. 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 He'll show you sound, turn it around. Lost in the groove of his life. John Perry in the dark. John Perry in the dark. Dark, 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 dark. In his room, hours fly, synthesizers by his side. Old films play, screens aglow, celluloid dreams in stereo. From sci-fi tales to noir nights, lost in flickering lights.
It's time for all our goodbyes. This eagle does not catch flies.